Ghost card, you know, Ghost Reaper, Winter Chase, and Ghost Ogre, Snow Rabbit. We got one of those cards. So this is Ghost Ash in Beautiful Spring. It is a level 3 fire zombie type tuner effect monster with 0 attack and 18 defense. It kind of has an akin towards Shiranui, even though this is not direct Shiranui support. I think this card would be pretty decent as a Shiranui card. Still, neither here nor there. This, you can only use the effect of this card once a turn. During either player's turn, when your opponent activates a card effect that would add a card from their deck to their hand, special summon a monster from their deck, or send a card from their deck to the graveyard, you can discard this card and then negate that effect. So for example, for the most generic example, if your opponent plays Foolish Burial, you can send this card to the graveyard and then negate that effect. If your opponent activates Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, namely, you can also negate that card effect. You can prevent your opponent from special summoning both of those kaijus at the same time. And also, if you play cards, for example, like Pot of Duality, any generic searcher like Sky Iris or Union Hanger, this card, you can stop that effect pretty easily. And it also negates that effect. So, I think it kind of actually is better against ABC Dragon, because you could just discard this card for against Union Hanger, because it adds a card to its hand, and then ultimately just shut down that entire play because it negates it, and you don't have the Union Hanger on the board, so they can't really benefit further off of it. It's a pretty good card, I think. You might actually see this side against very specific scenarios, and I'm not very sure how you're going to play this against Zodiac Beast. I'm pretty sure there are a few effects that you can utilize this effect off of. You can stop the Boar. I think the Xyz that you detach one Xyz material to add a Beast Warrior. You can stop that. You can stop things like Tiger King, I think. No, Tiger King doesn't add cards, but you can basically just stop generic searchers. You can stop cards like Reinforcements of the Army. You can stop stuff like that. You can stop stuff like Emergency Teleport, which is that one which, if you're playing against Cosmos, that's extremely crucial to negate. If you have the ability to negate it, you can do that with this card. And all in all, I think this card's actually relatively decent. You might see this nichely side decked against in very specific scenarios, but I think overall it's a very good effect. It's a tuner, so it has the flexibility like all of it. It's also a fire zombie type, so it gives it a little bit more flexibility with other cards as well. So anybody guys, tell me what you guys think about this card in the comment section down below. I will see you in the next video. This has been Team MFOs, and I'll be signing out.